Let's talk about AI. It's not just a buzzword anymore, it's a force that's quietly transforming our world, often in ways we don't even notice. AI is everywhere, powering your phone, recommending videos, even writing code. It's in your smart home devices, your car's navigation, and the apps you use every day. From streaming music to online shopping, AI is shaping our daily experiences. But behind the scenes, there's a global battle for the computer chips that make AI possible. These chips are the brains behind the smartest technologies, and whoever controls them controls the future of AI. For years, NVIDIA has dominated this space with its powerful GPUs, setting the standard for AI hardware and fueling innovation across the globe. Now, China, one of the world's biggest tech hubs, is suddenly cut off from these top chips. US export restrictions have made it harder for Chinese companies to access the latest technology. This isn't just about one country, it's about who shapes the future of technology. The outcome will influence global power, economic growth, and the pace of innovation. China is being forced to innovate, building its own hardware and software from scratch. This challenge is sparking a new wave of creativity and determination among Chinese engineers and entrepreneurs. The partnership between chipmaker Sophgo and AI startup DeepSeek is a key example of this shift. Together, they're developing homegrown solutions that could rival the best in the world. It's proof that China isn't just talking about self-reliance, it's making it happen. These efforts are already producing real results, with new chips and AI models emerging rapidly. This move is making Silicon Valley and Washington, D.C. pay attention. The stakes are high, and the world is watching to see who will lead the next era of technology. The global tech landscape is shifting from a single dominant player to a world of real competition. This rivalry is sparking innovation and changing the balance of power. The US-China AI rivalry will define the next decade, impacting the internet, the economy, and the devices we use every day. The choices made now will shape our digital future. Let's dive in. Here's the headline. Chinese chipmaker Sophgo's AI accelerator, the SG2042, is now fully compatible with DeepSeek's powerful AI model. On the surface, it's just hardware working with software, but it's a huge milestone. It means Chinese companies finally have a homegrown option for advanced AI tasks. Before this, they relied almost entirely on NVIDIA chips. Now, Sophgo and DeepSeek have built a bridge, a complete all-Chinese stack for AI development. This wasn't easy. Both companies had to adapt and optimize to make it work. It's not just a prototype, it's a real working solution. This partnership is a clear step away from foreign tech dependence. It's proof that China's investment in its semiconductor industry is paying off. For Chinese developers, it opens new doors. For global competitors, it signals a determined new player has entered the game. The race for AI hardware and software dominance is officially on. Let's see how these companies stack up. So, who are these companies? Sophgo is a challenger in high-performance computing, spun off from Bitmain, a leader in crypto mining chips. They're leveraging that expertise to build AI accelerators for data centers and research labs, crucial for China's tech ambitions. On the software side, DeepSeek is a fast-rising AI startup focused on large language models, similar to ChatGPT. They're making waves by open-sourcing their models, letting anyone use and improve them. Together, Sophgo and DeepSeek represent the hardware and software pillars of a modern AI ecosystem. Their partnership is a blueprint for China's push to build the entire tech stack, from silicon to AI models. For years, China built on foreign hardware. Now it's building everything in-house. Their success could inspire a wave of similar collaborations. This is China's new playbook for tech independence. To understand why this matters, we need to talk about US export bans. These bans aren't just about trade, they're about shaping the future of global technology and power. The decisions made in Washington ripple across the world, affecting not just companies but entire industries and national strategies. The US restricted China's access to advanced chips, especially NVIDIA's top GPUs, to slow China's AI progress. These chips are the brains behind cutting-edge artificial intelligence, powering everything from language models to autonomous vehicles. It was like taking away a chef's best knives. China's AI industry lost its essential tools. Research labs and tech startups suddenly found themselves scrambling for alternatives, facing delays and uncertainty. The goal? Maintain America's tech lead and create a roadblock for China. US officials hoped these restrictions would keep American companies ahead in the race for AI dominance. But instead of stalling progress, the bans sparked a nationwide push for self-reliance. Chinese leaders called for innovation and companies responded with determination. Billions poured into China's chip industry, fueling research and new companies. Government funding, private investment, and academic partnerships all surged, creating a wave of momentum. The Sophgo DeepSeek partnership is a direct result of this pressure. These companies are just two examples of how China's tech sector is adapting and evolving in response to the bans. Without the bans, China might have kept buying NVIDIA chips, relying on foreign technology for its most advanced projects. Instead, the restrictions became a catalyst, forcing China to build its own AI ecosystem. Engineers and entrepreneurs began designing homegrown solutions, determined to close the gap. The US tried to slow China down, but ended up accelerating its drive for independence. What was meant to be a barrier became a powerful motivator. This is the context behind China's rapid progress. The country is now racing to catch up and even surpass its Western rivals in key technologies. The world is watching how far this new approach can go. Every breakthrough, every new company is closely tracked by analysts and governments worldwide. Let's compare the new players to the old guard. The stage is set for a new era of competition in global technology. How do Sophgo's chips compare to NVIDIA's? This is a question that's becoming more important as the global AI race heats up, especially with the growing demand for powerful chips in both research and industry. Right now, NVIDIA is still the clear performance leader. They have years of experience, a massive head start, and a powerful software ecosystem called CUDA that's become the industry standard for AI development. Their chips are the go-to choice for cutting-edge AI projects around the world. Sophgo's chips aren't as fast or advanced as NVIDIA's, but here's the key difference. They're available in China, where access to NVIDIA hardware is increasingly restricted due to export controls and trade tensions. For Chinese companies, having reliable access to chips matters more than just having the absolute best performance. It's about being able to keep innovating without waiting for foreign supply chains to catch up. That's why Sophgo is investing heavily in building its own software stack, making it easier for developers to switch over from NVIDIA's ecosystem and keep their projects moving forward. The recent partnership with DeepSeek is a big step, showing that Sophgo's software is catching up and gaining real traction in the industry. China's strategy is different. Rather than relying on a single, super powerful chip, they're linking together many good enough chips to handle massive AI workloads. This approach is about scale and resilience. It's less efficient than using one top-tier chip, but it works, and most importantly, it's available now, letting Chinese companies keep pace in the AI race. This approach isn't just copying NVIDIA, it's a clever workaround, a way to innovate under pressure and find new solutions. China is forging its own path to AI supercomputing, building up its domestic capabilities and reducing reliance on foreign technology. The focus now is on building a scalable, self-sufficient ecosystem that can support the country's long-term AI ambitions. The gap between Sophgo and NVIDIA is closing, and the competition is heating up faster than ever before. Next, let's take a closer look at DeepSeek's software strategy, which is playing a crucial role in this technological race. In the end, software is just as important as the hardware, and it could be the deciding factor in who leads the next era of AI. DeepSeek's approach is all about open-source AI. Unlike closed models like OpenAI's GPT-4, DeepSeek releases its models for anyone to use and improve. This accelerates innovation. Thousands of developers can adapt and optimize the models for new uses. For China, open source is a huge advantage. Developers can fine-tune models to run efficiently on domestic hardware like Sophgo's chips. This synergy is exactly what made the Sophgo DeepSeek partnership possible. Open source lowers barriers for smaller companies and researchers, helping the whole industry level up. Globally, it builds credibility and influence. Developers worldwide can use DeepSeek's models for free. This strategy helps make Chinese AI part of the global standard. It's a smart move for both domestic growth and international reach. DeepSeek is crowdsourcing innovation and building soft power. Now the world is taking notice. China's progress is sending shockwaves through the global tech industry. Stock markets react. NVIDIA's shares dip when China's chip news breaks. Tech leaders in Silicon Valley are rethinking their strategies, seeing China as a competitor, not just a market. Western companies feel the pressure to innovate faster. Other countries are watching, realizing the need for their own tech independence. This could lead to more regional tech hubs and a decentralized tech world. The US and its allies now face a choice: double down on sanctions or seek collaboration. The Sophgo DeepSeek breakthrough is a key data point in this debate. It shows that current strategies may have unintended consequences, accelerating China's independence. The global tech order is shifting. The next moves will shape the future. Despite progress, China faces big challenges. The biggest access to advanced chip manufacturing tools, like EUV machines from ASML, is still restricted. Even with great designs, China can't make the most advanced chips yet. The software ecosystem is another hurdle. NVIDIA's CUDA is deeply entrenched, with millions of developers worldwide. Convincing developers to switch to new platforms is a massive task. State-driven support can speed things up, but sometimes stifles the bottom-up innovation needed for breakthroughs. Data privacy and government oversight can also limit global trust in Chinese AI. Finally, the talent race is fierce. China must attract and retain top AI researchers. Building world-class AI requires openness, resources, and freedom for talent to thrive. China's journey to true AI leadership is just beginning. The competition is far from over. So can China catch up, or even surpass, the US in AI? The US still leads in chip design, manufacturing, and talent, with most breakthroughs coming from American labs. But China has unique strengths, massive data, a huge pool of STEM talent, and the political will to focus resources. The Sophgo DeepSeek partnership shows real progress. The future may not have a single winner. We could see two parallel tech ecosystems, one US-centered, one China-centered. This would reshape the global internet and economy, forcing companies and countries to choose sides. The real test: which system proves more innovative and resilient? The race is just beginning, and China is now a serious contender. The outcome will define the next era of technology. Stay tuned, the story is only getting more interesting.